Our top 5 plays to this week's Jacks of All Trades, an entire team.
To see even the tears in the eyes of some of our players, someone I've never seen before, it's indescribable, and I couldn't be happier for them.
Completely overwhelmed, happy, excited, all those feelings at once.
I was stunned. I was speechless when it happened. I didn't know what to say. It was the best moment ever.
It was the best feeling I've ever experienced. I was so happy. Every emotion, all the hard work the last 3 years really paid off.
Almost impossible to put in words.
For most teams across Section 2, they'd say things like that after winning a championship. But Ichabod Crane head coach Tim Stewart says their final game of the regular season on Friday was like their Super Bowl. The Riders beat Cohoes to advance to the program's first ever postseason.
We saw all the predictions, and we used that as our motivation. We had high expectations, and our expectation really was sectionals, right about where we finished up.
We definitely expected it. We knew the talent we had. We just had to put the hard work in, and it feels great to be here now.
Ichabod Crane had football back in the 1950s, but did away with the program only to bring it back 4 years ago. Prior to this season, the Riders had won just 2 games at the varsity level, but now they're turning the tides, and even more impressive, in addition to practice, schoolwork, and everything else they have going on, the team does fundraising events twice a week usually. They have to raise money for the program because football is not in the budget.
Fundraising is like basically part of football now because we do it like almost twice a week.
Yeah, definitely a lot of time. 3 years, it's not just during the football season, it's all 12 months.
The biggest thing we do is this thing called the Ducky Derby, and that's where we go to people in the community, we go to houses and ask them if they want to buy a duck and put the number on it, and we put all these ducks in this swimming pool in the middle of October, and then all the football players have to jump in it, and the first 50 ducks that fly out of the swimming pool are the prize winners.
The Ducky Derby brought in $10,000, but then there are bake sales, concession stands, the list goes on and on. But they say all the extra work adds fuel to their fire on the football field.
So it's like you raise all this money, you want to put it to use. So try hard, you work hard.
And know it or not, it's expensive to support a football team.
Somewhere around $34,000, and that's kind of somewhat bare bones. Transportation costs are high, and typically we come under budget, but it's just, it's tough, with the guys, with the uniforms, the equipment, when they see the fancier stuff other programs have, to know that we're doing all this work for just the minimum just to play.
The Riders say they've already accomplished so much this season. They've reached their goal of making it to the playoffs, and being the first Ichabod Crane team to do that is something no one can ever take away from them.
We've been there since the beginning, even freshmen. As a freshman, we've been on the varsity field, been there all the games, on the sidelines, on the pads and everything, and now playing, scoring, and everything. And the win is just awesome.
It's awesome to leave a legacy like that after all the losing and all the fundraising we did and all the work we put into football. The feeling's amazing.
And just a really impressive group of young men, so good luck to them and everybody else in the playoffs. For Chris Watson, Ashley Miller, and Seth Levitt, I'm Marissa Jack. Good night, everybody.
Night.